Dealership manager punches black man, then realizes he just attacked the new owner. The car dealership lot buzzed with the midday sun beating down on polished hoods, reflecting the frenetic energy of salesmen weaving through customers. Marcus Kane, 42, stepped out of his rental car, his polished loafers crunching gravelly. His dark suit hugged his broad shoulders, a quiet declaration of success earned through decades of grit. Raised in Chicago's South Side, Marcus had clawed his way from a childhood of boarded-up dreams to become a tech entrepreneur. Today, he was here in Memphis to finalize a deal not to buy a car, but to buy the dealership itself. His acquisition company had been discreet, and Marcus preferred it that way. He wanted to see the operation raw, unscripted, before revealing himself as the new owner. Inside, the showroom gleamed with chrome and glass, but the air was thick with stale coffee and tension. Dave Callahan, the dealership manager, 38, was a man whose temper was as infamous as his sales record. His ruddy face was already tight, sales were down, and corporate had been cryptic about a transition. Spotting Marcus lingering near a sleek Mustang, Dave's eyes narrowed. Another loiterer, he thought, his biases curdling into disdain. Marcus's skin, his confident posture, his unwelcoming conceit all grated on Dave's frayed nerves. "Hey, buddy," Dave barked, striding over. "You gonna buy something, or you just here to window shop?" His tone dripped with contempt, drawing curious glances from nearby staff. Marcus turned, his calm with measured calm. "Just looking for now," he said, voice steady, though his eyes caught the glint of hostility in Dave's. He'd faced this before, countless assumptions slung at him like mud, but he wasn't here to stir trouble. Not yet. "Looking don't pay my bills," Dave snapped, stepping closer, his chest puffing out. "You're making my lot look like this look bad." The words were a dog whistle, laced with the kind of prejudice Marcus had learned to navigate since he was a boy. Around them, the lot seemed to hold its breath. Salesmen froze, customers whispered, and a young black woman, Tasha, a 22-year-old receptionist, watched from the showroom door, her stomach nodding. "I'm exactly where I need to be," Marcus replied, his jaw set. His words were a quiet defiance, but to Dave, they were a spark to dry tinder. Without warning, Dave's fist shot out, catching Marcus square in the jaw. The crack of impact echoed, and Marcus staggered back, blood welling at his lip. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Tasha rushed forward, her sneakers skidding, her voice piercing the stunned silence. "Dave, stop. You don't just... Stay out of this, Tasha," Dave roared, his face purple now, but his eyes flickered with something new. He'd gone too far, and he knew it. Marcus straightened up, hand on his jaw, but his gaze didn't waver, didn't break. The lot was a powder keg now, every onlooker waiting for the next move. Then, a new voice sliced through the chaos, a sharp, authoritative drawl. "What in God's name is going on here?" Evelyn Moore, 65, a petite woman with steel-gray hair and a clipboard, pushed through the throng. She was a retired accountant who'd been hired to oversee the dealership's financial audit during the sale. Nobody had paid her much mind until now. Evelyn's eyes darted from Dave's clenched fists to Marcus's bloodied lip, and her expression hardened. "You just assaulted the new owner of this dealership, Mr. Callahan," she said, her voice low but cutting like a blade. The words landed like a thunderclap. Dave's face drained of color, his mouth opening and closing like a landed fish. "The what?" he croaked. Marcus wiped blood from his lip, his voice steady despite the pain. "Marcus Kane," he said, extending a hand that Dave didn't take. "I bought this place last week. Came to see how it runs." The crowd erupted in murmurs, shock rippling outward. Tasha's hands flew to her mouth, her eyes wide with a mix of relief and vindication. Dave staggered back, his world crumbling under the weight of his own prejudice. Evelyn stepped forward, her presence commanding despite her small frame. "I've seen enough," she said. "Mr. Callahan, you're suspended, effective immediately, and you'll be lucky if that's the end of it." But Marcus raised a hand, silencing the crowd. "Hold on," he said, his voice carrying a weight that drew every eye. "I didn't come here to ruin anyone. I came to build something." He turned to Dave, whose face was now a mask of shame and fear. "You judged me before you knew me. That's on you. But I've been where you are, angry, scared, making mistakes. You get one chance to make this right." The lot fell silent, the tension now laced with something new hope. Dave's shoulders slumped, his voice barely a whisper. I didn't know. I'm sorry." The words were raw, inadequate, but they were a start. Tasha, still trembling, spoke up, her voice cracking. "Mr. Kane, I've worked here 2 years, and I've seen this kind of thing before. Not this bad, but it's not just him. It's the way things are." Her courage hung in the air, a challenge to everyone listening. Marcus nodded, his expression softening. "Then we change how things are," he said. "Starting today." In the weeks that followed, Marcus didn't just take over the dealership, transformed it. He brought in diversity training, promoted Tasha to a management track, and made the lot a place where every customer felt seen. Dave, humbled and chastened, stayed on, working to earn back trust he'd shattered in a moment of blind rage. Evelyn, the unexpected voice of truth, became Marcus's trusted advisor, her quiet wisdom guiding the dealership's rebirth. The twist wasn't just Evelyn's revelation, it was Marcus's choice to offer redemption where others might have demanded retribution. His past, scarred by the same prejudice he'd faced that day, had taught him that hate doesn't heal hate. Only understanding does. As the sun set over the lot months later, Marcus stood by the Mustang he'd admired that first day, now a symbol of a new beginning. Tasha joined him, her smile bright. "You really changed this place, Mr. Kane," she said. "We changed it," he corrected, his eyes on the horizon. "And we're not done." The story of that day spread, a testament to the cost of prejudice and the power of second chances. It wasn't perfect, but it was a step toward something better. What do you think? Can one moment of truth undo years of division? Or is justice more complicated than that?